All right, this is the 2022 Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School drumline tryout snare prepared etude. All right, and we're going to take this in three parts. I'm going to teach this or play the first two lines in this video. Then stay tuned for another video. I'll do the third and fourth, and yet another video, the fifth and sixth line, and then maybe in that video I'll play the whole thing. So this will be a sequential learning sequence. Sounds good, doesn't it? A sequential learning sequence. So there are a few things to consider when we are playing these first two lines. Lots of dynamics, and they are sudden. So at the first note of the second measure, you're at a forte playing an accent, and then immediately you drop to mezzo piano, which is going to be at the edge. So you might want to practice that some, just getting that subito or suddenly. All right, so you've got, all right, dynamics are very important. And then we stay mezzo piano until we get to the second line. Now this second line has a couple of issues. Well, it doesn't have issues. Your playing may have some issues when you play this. So we've got stickings to consider. Right, left, right, left, right, left. No, actually, right, left, right, right, right. You've got four rights in a row. All right, and then we have left-handed accents on rim shots, which are very hard to do. Not so hard to do on this, but maybe on a drum. So the second line, first measure, we start at the edge. We are playing, we're executing a crescendo while at the same time thinking about all these stickings and the upcoming left-handed rim shots. Okay, it's blowing our mind. We have lots of things to think about. So let's execute it like this. Let me see if I can do it first time. I missed a shot. Let's try that again. Okay, and I'm sort of leaning a little bit to get that rim shot in. All right, a lot of people do that. So, with that being said, once we get to the second measure of the second line, we've got paradiddles, an eighth note rest, and another paradiddle, another eighth note rest, and then if you look at the next four notes, it's a paradiddle, but don't think of it like that. We're going to go over the bar line into a paradiddle diddle. So we've got paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle diddle, and after the paradiddle diddle, everything is just right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. But now you've got to look at those accents. After you play the paradiddle diddle, you have this accent pattern. All right, let me do that better. So the second measure and the third measure of the second line. Okay, and for this video, we're going to stop on the third line. So if we run all that together at, let's do this at maybe 110 to start with, just so maybe you can play along. Once you've learned the stickings, play along. All right, here we go. This is at 110, line 1 and 2. Here we go. Okay, so a lot to think about if you're going to play this musically, which is very important. So let's crank it up another 5 beats per measures or per minutes at 115. All right, here we go again. First two lines. Another 5. Let me point out something. There is an accent in the second measure that a lot of you may miss, or maybe not. It's on the third beat. It's on the 1E. So a lot of times young players are not executing or able to, at this point in their technical development, get those left-hand accents up. And this is actually a mezzo piano, so we've got All right, so make a distinction between the accent height and the tap height. All right, let's go again. I think we're going to be at 120 now. All right, this is 120. We're approaching the 130 mark here. Here we go, from the beginning. Okay. Make sure your flams in the third measure are nice and tight, nice and tight. I had a teacher once that said, play your flams to make them sound like chot and not plot. A flam that sounds like plot, P-L-O-T, is going to sound like this, with no control whatsoever. A flam that is tight, that sounds chot, the grace note is going to be down at 1 inch, and the principal stroke, which is the accent in this case, is going to be up at accent height, which in this case is 9 to 12 inches. All right, chot, not plot. All right, no, chot. All right, 125. Almost there. Here we go. All right, let me see if there's anything else to point out. Dynamics, accent height versus tap height, playing zones, mezzo forte and above in the middle, mezzo piano and lower at the edge. As you crescendo, bring it from the edge to the center. I don't see, oh, there's one decrescendo, but that's going to be in measure in line 4, so we won't cover that yet, but you'll go vice versa from the middle to the edge on that. If you're having difficulties with the separate measures, what do? We practice the individual measures and then put them together like you would a sentence. All right? Muscle memory over and over. Okay? There are no shortcuts. This is not a microwave. All right? Ding ding. Everything is voila. No shortcuts. Lots of reps playing with a metronome. All right, let's do this again at full speed, 130. Here we go, we'll try. Okay, so that gives you a brief tutorial on playing the 2022 Montgomery Catholic Drumline Tryout Snare Prepared Etude. All right, stay tuned for another video with line 3 and 4 and line 5 and 6, and then we'll put it all together. I didn't want to do it all at one time because there's a lot to digest. All right, so let this sink in and practice this, and then move forward. All right, till next time. Keep on drumming.